Hello beautiful human. It's been a while, but I am here again with another thrift haul. And this time I'm gonna try the things on because I always have people ask me if when I do hauls or when I show my clothes I can try them on. So I'm gonna do that this time for you. I've actually been trying to thrift a little less lately, and those who have been around for a while know why. It's because I am moving abroad for a year. I'm moving to Australia in January. Booked my flights and everything. Although I'm trying to thrift less, when I go and drop off donations at the thrift store, I can't help but look around, and sometimes I just see gems that I can't pass up, and we'll just have to live in my parents' basement for the year that I'm gone so that I can get reacquainted to them once I'm back from my travels. But anyways, let's start out with the first thing. Also, I feel like I'm sitting on like the perfectly squeaky spot on my floor. The first thing is this sweater that I thrifted. It's cotton and polyester, and usually I just get natural materials, but when I look more closely at it, you can kind of see how there's like the cottony bits, but then there's these weird little like threads, like they're a little more red, and I think that's the polyester part, just to keep the cotton like in the right shape. But I've been looking into some like cotton sweaters that are lighter that I can potentially bring with me as I travel, because all my sweaters right now are super thin, or I guess they're super thick, I mean, and they're wool, which is great for Canada, maybe not so great for the Australian coast. But this is sweater number one. I like the sleeves, I like the color, I like the fit. So that is the first find, and the brand says, what does the brand say? From Palmer, never heard of it. Okay, so the next thing, I almost didn't get this, but I decided that when I declutter my closet, which I'm going to do in the next week or so stay tuned for that if you're into declutter videos, that I'm going to get rid of some of my other dresses that are like kind of similar, because I just absolutely love this. It's one of those like classic rayon dresses. I love the color and I love the little details, and if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for this kind of embroidery. But let's throw it on. This one might be a little bit harder to show you with this angle of the camera. Oh. I might have to move you up. Does it work if I put you on the table? Yeah? Can we see this okay? Ignore the pants underneath. Maybe I can like hike those up. But yeah, I think it's very pretty and very cute. And I have actually worn it, even though the weather right now, I'm currently filming this in it's the beginning of November, and I just realized my neighbor's grass is still green. That's crazy. But I actually wore this the other day, even though the weather is getting colder, and I just layered another skirt underneath it, and I put a little turtleneck underneath it, so I feel like it's versatile for all seasons. Okay, the next thing. This is unbelievable, really, that I found this. I couldn't find a tag on it, so I'm thinking it might be handmade, also because, I guess I should show you what it is first. It's this turtleneck wool sweater. Look at how thick and fluffy the wool is. I'm trying to figure out what kind of wool it is. I'm not sure if it's what is that word? It's not Angora. Mohair. I don't think it's mohair, because the little fibers almost seem too like thick to be mohair. But what I was going to say is I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe it was handmade, because, and now this is super neat. I actually don't really know anything about knitting, so I could be totally wrong, but on the inside, there are no seams. Like, this is the arm sleeve, this is the inside, and there are no seams. Like, it's all seamless, even going into the turtleneck bit. Like, this is the inside, and there's no seams. Anyways, this was a heck of a find. Obviously a little more expensive at the thrift store because they know that it's worth money, but it fits perfectly too. And it's amazing because it's not scratchy. Like, you can tell that the wool is a very good quality wool because it's a turtleneck and it's not scratching me at all. So this is her, or him, or they. This is the sweater. Ta-da! I feel like it was just made for me. It fits so good. I'm scared that when I'm taking things off that my top's just gonna like be off and I'm gonna flash everyone. Okay, so the next thing, I actually still have the thrift store tag on it because I'm still trying to decide if this is something that I can pull off and it's something that's my vibe. Because usually the things that I wear are a little less structured, and I feel like this is a little more structured. But how cool is it? It's this leather sherpa vest. The shirling or sherpa, it's totally fake. It's synthetic. It's not actual wool, which is one thing that I don't love about it. Another thing is, like, I kind of wish the buttons weren't silver because I prefer like gold or brass buttons, but I feel like we can deal with that, or we can change that. But let me try it on for you, and then you can kind of tell me if you think it's a vibe, if it like suits me, or if it just looks kind of wrong on me. Ta-da. This is it. Like, I do think that it's cool. And also, if you think that it's something that I should keep, if you have any like cool outfit ideas or combinations for this particular vest, I would love to hear it, because I've also been thinking about like what kind of things would I wear with it. Okay, I could probably wear like a turtleneck. I think would be really cute, like a sweater underneath. But apart from that, I don't know what you would pair it with. So anyways, that one's pending for the next like 2 weeks or whatever that I have to still be able to like do an exchange. Okay, now the next one. I almost didn't get this one again, but then I saw the price and I realized it was vintage, and I just thought like, it's too good. It's a little bit blue, so I might end up bleaching it to fade it a little bit, but it's this like denim skirt. It's super flowy, and it has like a bunch of tiers. And I do have to take in the waist on it, so that's kind of a project. So just ignore the fact that the waist is a little big. Maybe it won't be big because I'm wearing pants underneath. Let's move you again. Okay. Woo. Ta-da. Like, isn't it so good? I love, wait, can you see my pants underneath it? A little bit. That looks funny, doesn't it? Should have thought about this when I was getting dressed for this day. Okay, here we are. I love how much volume it has on the bottom of the skirt also. And yeah, I just feel like once I take it in and make it a little less intensely blue, then it's gonna be really nice. I also just feel like because of the fit of it and the fact that it's denim, it just gives such a good like classic 70s hippie vibe, not in like the, you know, stereotypical tie-dye hippie kind of way, but just in like a 70s fashion kind of way. If you know my channel, you'll get the reference, like a modern day hippie, kind of like not outwardly hippie, but just like subtly hippie, which is kind of my vibe. Oh wait, I was also meaning to show you this because it's this doily that I got forever ago, and I realized that it kind of fits perfectly potentially on the back of this vest. Like, would that be cool, or would that be ruining the vest if I put this little crocheted doily situation on it? Apparently I need a lot of help and a lot of opinions with this. If I should keep it, outfits I should wear, if I should put that doily thing on the back. Alright, next thing is another crazy, kind of crazy, I think it's kind of crazy, find, and I found it at the same time as the other wool sweater. And this one I do think it is mohair. Because it's so fluffy and cloud-like. And look at these pretty little details in the front. Like, there's embroidery on top of the knit. Oh, and it's soft. Like, it's not scratchy. It's so soft. And this one doesn't have a brand. I think it might be vintage, but there's this little thing on the seam that says Kenya wool. I tried looking it up, and the search results basically just give me like wool in Kenya. It has a massive turtleneck also. Okay, this is it. Now there's a couple different things I can do with this turtleneck situation. Also, it is long. It's pretty long, but it perfectly just kind of like tucks and folds up. So for the turtleneck, I could either leave it like this. It's kind of nice because then I don't have to wear a scarf. But I can also fold it. I did this the other day. I can fold it. And if I want, I can even put like elastic in the top to kind of bring it in a little more. And then it's a little more like a mock neck and a little less like super intense turtleneck. But I just, yeah, I absolutely love it. And I love how fluffy it is. And I also just think it's so funny that wearing something that is literally hairy, like It has hairs, which is kind of cool. Okay, now we're down to the last one. And the last one, I have to make a couple of, or I want to make a couple of adjustments to it. But it's this vintage suede jacket. First thing I need to do, I think, is switch out the lining because I'm not a fan of just like how dark it is. The colors are like pretty okay, but I think it would suit my vibe better if it had like a lighter lining and maybe, even if it was just the hood, because that's the part you can see. But yeah, maybe if it wasn't like a synthetic, plasticky, crinkly material. But here's my dilemma, I think, with this jacket, is I like it long. I think I do like it long, because then it keeps your bum warm and keeps the air out of your shirt. But also, because of this little froofy thing at the bottom, look at how cool it would be if it was short. Like kind of a bomber jacket situation. So let me know what you think. If you think it's cooler if I were to cut it, or maybe if I cut it I could find a way to like still be able to attach the bottom part if I wanted to. So yeah, do you like it shorter or should I leave it long like this? Another thing I thought would be kind of cool with this jacket would be to bead it and kind of make like a celestial theme. I don't know if that's a project that I'm gonna get around to before moving, however, because I literally have so many projects that I'm working on. But I just mean in the future, I think there's potential for it to be really cool as like a beaded suede jacket. Anyways, I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna have to be doing a closet declutter very soon. I'm thinking within like the next week or two. But I wanna know if you like the vibe of these little finds, would you be interested in, after I'm done doing my little closet declutter, if I did like a try on closet tour of sorts, where I try on everything that I am keeping post declutter? If yes, send me a little message in the comments, and I will do that if there is enough interest. And also don't forget about helping me with the vest, please, because I would like to keep it, maybe. I don't know. I need your help. Anyhow, if you want to see more hippie vibe videos or thrift hauls, you can go and check out these playlists. Otherwise, here's a random video that the YouTube algorithm thinks that you might like. As always, thank you for spending this little chunk of your day with me here in our little corner of the internet. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.